Warning: the Not Real Art podcast is intended for creative audiences only. The Not Real Art podcast celebrates creativity and creative culture worldwide. It contains material that is fresh, fun and inspiring and is not suitable for boring old art snobs. Now, let's get started and enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations, my fellow artists. Welcome to Not Real Art, the podcast that celebrates the culture of creativity with your boy, Man One in the house.
And the infamous Sourdough. What up?
What up, Man One? I have good news, sir. We actually have some reviews on
No.
iTunes.
No.
People are writing positive reviews about our podcast on iTunes. Can you fucking believe that shit? Like, how much are, and we're not even paying these people.
Well, there's two different things there.
Okay.
That they're writing and that they're being positive. That's two things I'm amazed about.
Because the only thing that travels faster than good news is bad news. And I would have expected that we would have had negative reviews much sooner than positive reviews. And we don't have any negative reviews. Like, we've got a 5 out of 5 rating.
Wow.
You want to hear some of these?
Yes, please.
So, Jay PZL,
All right.
I don't know what that is, but we'll call him Jay, wrote, "Great podcast. 5 stars. Love the stories and the ease of flow and conversation here. I attended the Not Real Art Conference in LA earlier this year and received a lot of great information and insight from the artists and support from the professionals in the industry. Some of the interviews here go further in depth with some of the panelists, which I love because it's answered my questions that I had. You keep it going, guys. See you next year at the conference." So This guy's like all over the place.
He's sold.
Us. So great. Some other person, I am making stuff. That's their handler.
All right.
Their handle. I am making stuff. 5 stars.
5.
Great host. Very casual and deep at the same time. Just sit back and genuinely enjoy conversations about art.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
We talk about art? Wow. I didn't realize we did that.
I hope not.
She took it as
art is, this is, art is horrible.
It's
thing
open
to talk
for
about.
interpretation.
Yeah,
and she interpreted it as
right.
art. That's awesome.
JB Blue Dog says, highly entertaining. Celebrating creative culture is highly entertaining when you listen to this podcast. Host Scott Sourdough Power banters with celebrities and guests from the art world, including film, music, performing, and visual arts. If you are into the arts, you owe this a listen.
Dude, we just found our demographic. All guys named Jay.
Yeah, right. I guess so, right? And when I am making stuff.
Which it's probably Jay.
Right. So anyway, hey, I could go on. There are more there.
Dude, that's awesome.
But it's positive. I didn't even know we had reviews. I looked on it yesterday. I was like, holy shit, people.
And that was where? On YouTube? Or where?
On Apple iTunes.
On iTunes.
Yeah. So our little outro at the end where people are like, when we're asking people to subscribe and post and comment.
They're listening?
They're listening. I mean, shit.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
Right on.
We're going to be rich in no time.
Oh, man, this is blowing up.
We're going to have that Bugatti at Art Basel in no time.
Oh, man. Bugatti.
So it's good to see you, brother.
You too.
Man, it's always fun when we get together and talk shit.
And banter.
I
love it.
That's right. By the way, if that's what I do, I'm so relieved. If this is considered bantering, like that's way better than I would have imagined or thought.
Yeah, it'd be nice if every once in a while my wife said, "You know what, you banter too much." I can handle that. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Yeah.
But no, she can't say banter. She has to say all these other stuff that I don't even want to say right now.
Oh, you don't bitch, you banter.
Yeah.
That's it, honey. I'm not bitching, I'm bantering.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, let's banter.
Let's banter, right?
Yeah.
Well, part of what's exciting about us getting together today is because we're starting a new year.
That's right.
You know, we're fresh into 2020. This
2020.
is fresh snow that we're fucking, walking on here. Powder snow. The year is young. It's virgin territory. Like we were just getting started. Anything can happen.
We almost went to war and the world almost ended, but we just started.
I've never felt so alive.
Oh shit!
I've never felt so grateful.
Yeah,
it's amazing how war can really make a person feel alive and grateful.
It's a bit of a downer.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, yes, and we could spend, many hours talking politics and, the dysfunction that is. But that's not why we're here, right? We're here to spread some light and love and positivity and good vibes, right?
Sure. If that's what you want to call it.
Can we do that with bantering? Can I banter?
I'm just here because I love hanging out in the studio and not having to worry about what color I'm mixing, what email I have to reply to. Dude, this is like my mini vacation. This is my staycation.
Your staycation here in LA.
Yeah, in LA. Whenever I need a staycation, boom.
You come to Encino.
I come to Encino, the Not Real Art Studio.
So let me ask you this. What do you prefer? Do you prefer to record in the daytime, as we have done many times?
Yeah.
Or do you prefer to record in the evening, which we're doing now?
Usually we're doing it in the daylight, but the studio's kind of nice right now. It's got some vibe going on. You're the only motherfucker that has a lava lamp still. And and
it's a big lava lamp.
That's the biggest lava lamp I have ever seen. I didn't even know they made them that big. It must have been something you got at Art Basel or something, because that thing's ridiculous. Or Burning Man. It's hard to, yeah. And it's a chill mood. I like it.
Good. I'm glad you feel that way. Yes, it's a very relaxing vibe, and I think because I ask because I'm asking myself the same question.
Yeah.
Because for practical reasons, right? We often record in the day because work hours and whatever, and it's harder sometimes for me anyway to record in the evening because I got two shorties and what have you. But I'm kind of digging the evening vibe.
I like it.
It's like, I don't know. I just feel more relaxed.
Yeah. It might come across during our bantering, though.
Yeah.
If we doze off people, it's because we're just so chill.
Or the Xanax I took just a little bit ago. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Or am I?
I don't know.
No, Xanax. Fucking Xanax. I'm already sleepy. Like, why people take fucking drugs that make them more sleepy?
Yeah.
Like, I'm already sleepy. I could lay down and go to sleep right now. I don't need any help.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into the drugs, so I don't understand any of them.
Just the fun stuff, heroin and cocaine and whatnot, right? Well, listen, joking aside, 2020, new year.
Yep.
We got the whole fucking, 12 months ahead of us. I mean, are you optimistic? How you feeling?
I'm very optimistic. I am thinking it's going to be a very jam-packed year. I think there's going to be a lot of traveling. I think there's going to be a lot of projects, but I also think there's going to be a lot of chaos. And I think it's going to be one of those very emotional years, I think. And, it's life, right? It's like the good, the bad, the ugly, the downs, the ups. So, there's just so much happening this year in our country. So there's changes happening in my family. And there's business growth happening with my work. So all of that put together, it's going to be a freaking crazy year, but I think it's going to be good. And I'm optimistic. So that's where I want to go with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, what's the alternative, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, I'm an optimist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting, like, because you listen to these talking heads, on the news, or you hear a lot of this like on some of the business channels and stuff, and they're talking to some entrepreneur or some venture capitalist or some business person or whatever,
right?
And they sort of say like, because when there's like an existential question, right, about like the state of the planet or the state of the geopolitics or the state of the country or the state of life on this planet.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a hard question about like, what do you think about global climate change? What do you think about human migration? And what do you think about, you know, and then this person will go, well, you see, I'm an optimist. Yeah. So blah, 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 blah.
So none of that matters.
Right. And it's almost like it's a cult or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're brainwashed, or they just use that as an excuse because they don't want to face reality. Right. Because of course you should be an optimist. But like, I really want to be a realist. I want to be a pragmatist. You know what I mean? Like I want to absolutely err on the side of optimism and positivity. But I also want to be like, watching my back for like bullshit that is like coming my way. Right. You know? Yeah. And so coming into a new year like this, like the phrase I use is cautiously optimistic. Cautiously. I'm smiling. Yeah. But I'm not paranoid. You know, I'm not, you know, watching my back. Right. No, man. I mean, you know, and the thing about it is it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess I just want to balance that out, right? Because there's things I'm excited about, there's things I'm happy about, but there's also things that scare the shit out of me.
Well, there's always going to be the unknown, right? We don't know everything. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. So, you know, that's why you live in the now and do the best you can and whatever. And, you know, speaking about optimists, I mean, I know a few people who are super optimistic about everything.
Aren't they annoying as fuck?
It's crazy because it takes a lot of energy to be that optimistic. That's the problem I have with it. It's too much work. It takes too much time, too much work to be that optimistic. Like, I'll just be tired after day 2 of that shit, you know? And I see them and they're genuine. Like the people I'm thinking about, they're genuinely optimistic people. Yeah. And you're like, fucking, that's awesome. And then you try it and you're like, fuck, I can't do
that. Damn it, I know too much. Yeah. That's my problem. I'm going to be talking about highlights for 2020. Yeah. I turned 50 this year.
That's right.
And I'm sorry, after 50 years of miles under my boots, like I know something. I've been around the block a couple of times. It's a little hard to be optimistic. Yeah. Yeah. That being said, you know, it does take a lot of energy to be positive. And I am. There's a lot to be positive about. Yeah. Right? But there's also shit to be concerned about. So, you know, here's the trick, right? Like if you focus on what's in front of you and you can truly focus on what's in front of you, that helps a lot, right? In terms of staying positive because you can't worry about shit that's out of your control. Right. And in focusing and being mindful about what's in front of you and in the moment, what have you, really helps to block out all the negative shit. Yeah. Right. And so, but if you lift your head up, right, and you look around and you watch the news or you look, you know, you read the papers or whatever, like then you can start getting a bit stressed, right? Yep. But what I learned like a long time ago, at least for myself, is like if you get up high enough on an issue and you kind of like get the bird's eye view, like everything starts to look fine, right? And so what I mean by that is like when I think that we're just all part of nature and we're all energy that's part of this universe that's expanding and contracting and, you know, like it's all happening. It's all going to be what it's going to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Mother Nature knows what she's about. Mother Nature is unfolding as it must. And we're just here for a fucking nanosecond. Right. And it's cool, man. It's cool. You know? Yeah. So I don't know, like for me, that gives me peace to just like realize like, okay, you know, we're part of this thing called nature and, and, you know, we're here for a minute, but like, you know, that's cool. But the thing that fucked me up was having kids. That's what fucked me up. As soon as I had kids, like now I gotta like worry about all kinds of shit.
Optimism out the window.
Out the fucking door. And yet they're so happy.
Oh, they love it.
The fucking kids, like they're running around out of care in the world, just fucking shoving it in my face.
They took all your optimism.
Here's the truth about kids. I don't know if our listeners realize this. I know you do because you're a dad. Yeah. Turns out. Well, let me say this first. Okay. Before I had kids, I was healthy as a horse. Okay? Healthy as a horse.
Oh, yeah.
42. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. I became a dad. Okay? Since I became a dad,
Yeah.
I have been nothing but tired and sick.
Yeah.
Sick and tired. Let me tell you something. Turns out kids, as cute as they are, they're actually infectious parasites.
Yeah.
Infectious parasites. They're just sucking the life out of me and causing my inevitable doom.
Oh, so true, my brother.
But they're so damn cute.
Well, so as you know, I played soccer for most of my life.
Yeah, fucking damn near went pro, didn't you?
And when we decided to have kids, I was playing semi-pro at the time.
Mm.
So that was 3 days out of the week. We practiced like Tuesday, Thursday, and then we played on Sundays, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes more, because sometimes we went on for the weekend to a tournament, or sometimes there was an extra conditioning day or something, whatever. So it was 3 or 4 days a week, right? I was in good shape, okay?
Yeah.
Really good shape. It's funny looking back, because at that time, I didn't think I was in good shape.
Dude, you were an Adonis.
Dude, at that time, I thought I had a gut. Because
if you had a gut then, what do you call what you have now?
Because yeah.
You're obese now, morbidly obese.
I'm morbidly obese now. But I thought I had a gut because when I was in college, we were training 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And I had like fucking 3% body fat,
Right.
And like a 8-pack or whatever the fuck,
An 8-pack.
And so like my 8-pack would turn to like a 5.5-pack, right? So I thought I had a gut. I was like, oh man, Meanwhile, I'm training 2 to 3 times a week, playing on the weekends. We have kids. And the evenings I went to go play soccer, when I went to go train, I'd leave work from wherever I was painting or working or whatever. I'd leave at like 5 o'clock and I'd be home by like 11, because I had to go drive and traffic and all that shit, whatever. We trained for 2-3 hours, whatever. So it was like the whole evening, right? So of course my wife didn't like that too much, but whatever, she understood. Well, when my boys got to be around, I don't know, 4, 5 years old, then my wife said, okay, that's enough. You spend too much fucking time on yourself, right? You're spending 3 days out of the week minimum on your own shit. You're not going nowhere. You're not going pro. You're not going to do anything. You need to spend that time with the kids.
Yeah.
And you need to spend that time coaching them.
By the way,
yeah.
As usual, she was right.
Oh, hands down. She's always right.
Yeah, she's always right.
Yeah. If you're married and you think you're ever right, then you have something.
You're wrong.
You have something coming. You have another thing coming. And so, just like that, we ended the season, and I said, "Okay, guys, I'm packing up I'm hanging the cleats."
Yeah.
And I did, and I went to coaching my kids, and so now, 2 days a week or whatever, I was training the kids.
Right.
Little fucking league, whatever it's called.
Right.
AYSO, whatever bullshit. And they fucking hated it. These kids would run around, not listen to me. I was trying to coach them, teach them some real shit, and they fucking ignore me on the field.
You gave up your joy.
I gave up my fucking passion
for them. And they spit on it.
Not only that, they would do it in front of the other kids, right? While I'm trying to hold a practice. So all the kids are like, well, if that's the coach's kids and they don't give a shit, then I don't give a shit.
You're so fucked.
So it went from me training 3 days a week or whatever.
Feeling great.
Happy.
Not a care in the world.
Yeah. To me training, quote unquote, which actually means babysitting. That's what I was doing. I was babysitting.
Yeah.
Like 2 nights out of the week.
Right.
Anyways. So yeah, you give up your passion, your kids fucking spit on it, And what's funny about this whole story is that both my kids were good athletes. Both my boys were good. They're good athletes. One is a natural athlete.
Yeah. Just born with the gifts.
Yeah, Alex is a natural athlete, just like talented player, right? Hates sports. Hates sport. Completely hates sports. Doesn't like team activities, right?
Yeah.
Now, he's a natural with the bat. He was a natural with the soccer ball. He was a natural running. He was a natural tumbler. Hated all the sports. My son Max freaking loves sports.
Right.
Like, he'd sit down with me and watch soccer on TV and get into the technique and everything. But he needed to practice a lot. Right. He wasn't a natural.
Work harder for it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I remember maybe I've already said this before here, but I used to tell him, since I had twin boys, right? And if I wouldn't have had twin boys, I would have had an all-star kid, because he would have had all the drive from you and all the physical attributes from this other guy. Right. Boom, all-star kid.
Right.
But no, instead I get two kids who could give a shit about the sports or take it to the next level, right? So from soccer, we went to baseball, and we went to, whatever, like always trying to put them in, and they played along. Yeah. But they just were not, that wasn't their path, Meanwhile, a year and a half later, my daughter decides to play because she sees the boys playing. So she plays. Yeah. And of course, I'm not coaching her. I don't have time to coach her because I'm coaching the boys. Right? Guess who became the athlete?
Oh, of course. Viviana, man.
And the very first time that she played awesome, like the very first game she played awesome. Yeah. And everyone on the sidelines is cheering for her. She just does a great job. And everyone's running up to her, and she runs to the sidelines, the big smile on her face, and so happy. And then we were like, I was hugging her. I was like, "Oh, you did great, mija. This is awesome," And she goes, "I know, Dad. And no one taught me how to play soccer."
Shots fired, stab, cut,
shit.
kick.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I was like,
thanks, Dad.
I said, it's all in the genes. It's all in the genes.
It's biological, man. It's biological.
Your brothers didn't get it. Or they got split up because they were twins. Yeah. But you got all the genes. Right. So anyways, it's just crazy. But yeah, so ever since then, I pretty much stopped playing soccer. Just kind of cold turkey. And soccer is the worst sport, I think, to stop cold turkey, because you go from being super fit, running all the time, right? And by the way, eating all the time.
Sure, right. You got to fuel.
Oh yeah. So I was always eating, right? But I was burning that shit off all the time. To all of a sudden, not running, not doing any exercise, but still eating.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, sure.
Still eating like a soccer player.
And now look at you. You're morbidly obese.
Now I'm morbidly obese. And
but what are you weighing now? What is that? Like what? 310? 315?
I'm pushing 345. Yeah. So now I'm finally, like, speaking of 2020 goals, that's one of the things I'm working on, is just like getting back into not into shape, just back into doing something. Right.
Well, it's physics, right? Energy begets energy. Yeah. And like what you realize is that, being active,
exactly.
Moving, walking, that is huge. Yeah. As soon as you start becoming sedentary, and in LA, it's so hard, right? Because you're sitting in traffic. Yeah. And if you happen to work on computers, you're sitting at your computer. So suddenly, it's in New York, or Chicago, or even maybe San Francisco or whatever. Even if you work on a computer, you're still walking around a lot.
Exactly.
LA is especially sedentary, and so you have to work that much harder to be active and to walk and move. Our bodies are meant to move. You
might have a heart attack right now. You know what I bought for the studio? I bought something for the studio.
Okay, let me hear it.
And this is my first small step into fitness.
Boy, should I guess? Should I guess?
Yeah, I think you should guess. I think you should guess, because I want to hear your guesses. I want to see how far off you are from what I got.
Okay, I'm coming out strong.
Oh, you are
on the first one.
Oh shit. Okay, what do you think?
Okay, I'm swinging for the fences. Like, I'm not fucking around here.
Oh no.
Okay. Shit. Is there a drum roll here? Because I'm really feeling incredibly confident.
Oh no!
With my first swing at the pitch here.
Okay.
All
right.
Is there any money on this? If I win, if I nail this on the first go, what do I get?
Oh God, what do you get? I have no idea. I have no idea what you get. You got to get something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going into this. I don't even know if I'm winning shit. Doesn't sound like you have anything prepared.
I have nothing prepared.
I don't even know now. Like I'm thinking twice about giving it. Like so much energy here. But I believe in myself.
Do you?
And you know, when you're feeling inspired, like the muses, right, are coming at you.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have to seize the moment, right? Because you know, if you pass on the muses, they'll go right down the street. You know, right? They're fickle that way, right?
Okay.
So, and the reason I'm coming out so strong on this guest is because I know you're a cocky son of a bitch over there. You're thinking, I can't do this. You're thinking, like, you ain't going to get this. This is so random and so unusual.
Yeah.
Because most of the motherfuckers out there would guess very obvious things, you know, and I'm not going to say what those obvious things are, but you know, what, you know. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to come out with the thing that isn't obvious, but that I'm very confident is a strong effort. Wow. Are you ready for this shit?
I don't know. Now you got me scared now because if you get this right, this will take our relationship to another level.
That's part of the reason why. Part of the reason why I'm coming out with this. Is because you're sitting over there being like, he's not going to get this.
That's what I'm saying. No way.
And that energy
There's no way.
Is, of course, inspiring me to think of that unexpected answer, that unexpected thing. Right. Because it's not just unexpected because it might be an unusual machine or unusual object or whatever. Yeah. But it's also kind of unexpected and unusual because, of course, like you're implying like, oh, Man One would never have this in the studio, right? Like that's, you know what I mean? Like that's like, because that's part of the challenge, right? It's like, oh, what is the last thing you would expect Man One to have in the studio for his health and fitness? Well, I'll tell you, the last thing I would expect Man One to have in the studio for his health and fitness is a rowing machine.
You totally failed, bro.
What?
You totally failed.
Fuck you.
I was almost thinking you were going to hit it. I was almost. I got so
you know
nervous.
What? Don't even fuck with me. You literally don't have a rowing machine?
I don't have a rowing machine. I don't have a rowing machine at home. I don't have one in the studio.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Let me just break this down.
You weren't listening because I told you it was an inexpensive thing.
You could have got it on Craigslist.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Fucking Craigslist is expensive. You know how many cool shit that you can get for fucking pennies on the dollar on Craigslist? Okay, fine. You know what?
You're way off. By the way, you're way off.
Okay, you know what? I'm swinging for the fucking fences.
I know you were.
I got all air. Like, I'm not a base hitter. I'm not a base hitter. I'm a fucking home run fucking hitter. Like, I will go down striking out, swinging for the fences. Because that's just the kind of player I am. You've known me a long time. You know I don't fuck around. So.
All right.
I get 3 swings.
You get 3. You get 3
swings. If I hit it, I hit it.
No, I don't. If I give you 10, I don't think you'll hit it. This is
how cocky you're being.
I don't
like this attitude. I've known you a long time. You've never been so fucking hard to deal with. This fucking attitude you have right now.
And okay, just I'm not gonna say anymore.
Okay.
Go.
You know what?
What?
My fucking second swing at your dumbass fucking pitches.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm coming out.
Oh, shit.
This is a little more obvious expected. And again, I'm assuming that this was either bought on Craigslist for a small price or maybe you found it in a fucking neighbor's yard sale or something. It was in great condition, but you got it for a song. An elliptical machine.
Wrong. But
Fuck you.
Wait a minute. You don't think I could get an elliptical? You don't think you think that's not expected? You're thinking I wouldn't get an elliptical. Of course I would get an elliptical. By the way, I do have an elliptical at home. So I do have one. I don't use it, but I have one. See, now you went the other way. You swung the pendulum the whole other way now.
Whole other way. Because okay, for your third guess, I'm going to give you more clues. Well, is that fair? I'm not asking. By the way, let the record show.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for more clues.
Okay.
Now, if you want to give me more clues, that's your prerogative.
I think you're way off.
Maybe you feel like I need more information to better swing the bat. Because maybe you led me to...
I could give you a bunch of more clues and you still won't get it.
I'm really frustrated right now with this attitude I'm feeling from you.
So number 1, It's brand new. It's not on Craigslist. I went to a store.
You bought it at a store.
Bought at a store.
Okay.
And it
was cheap.
And it was
or
cheap.
Inexpensive. Okay. See, obviously, if I had known that you bought it at a store I wouldn't have guessed of. So really, I blame you for my first two misses here. So I've got one pitch left, one swing left.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that you went to a fitness store, you bought something new that's going to help you with your health and fitness.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to say a Pfizer ball.
Wrong.
God damn it. By the way, is this game rigged? This is a fucking rigged game. I couldn't have missed it I'm a home run hitter.
Oh, dude.
How did I strike the fuck out?
Because this is so unexpected. This is so Man One.
Don't tell me it's a jump rope.
No, but this is so Man One-ish that not even you.
By the way, I just want to say something.
Yeah.
Before you fucking reveal.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody believes in you more than me. Not even Laura. Okay. So when I talk about you having a rowing machine or elliptical machine, clearly I hold you on a very high regard. Man One is going to fucking rock that fucking rowing machine. He's going to rock that elliptical. Okay. That Pfizer, whatever it is. So I just want you to know that I believe in you, and there's probably no one that believes in you more. Maybe your mom. Maybe. Okay. So
and here's the other part. It's baby steps. It's baby steps. Like, dude, I haven't done shit in a decade and a half.
Well, you are morbidly obese.
I'm morbidly obese.
Yeah.
So I can't go straight to the fucking rowing machine. You guys give me 6 months before I get to the rowing machine. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, you can barely tie your shoes. You're right,
dude. I was doing the elliptical the other day. All right,
doing the elliptical the other day. See, that was a guess. It's just at your house.
It's at my house.
By the way, I want the record to show that one of my guesses was kind of right because you do have an elliptical.
I do have an
It's
elliptical.
Just at the house,
right?
Okay, go ahead.
I was trying to do the elliptical, and I don't know what are you supposed to do. How many minutes?
For a morbidly obese person like you, coming out of retirement?
Yeah. What do you think?
Fucking 5 minutes?
Dude, I put the fucking thing at 20 minutes.
Okay.
I was like, 20 minutes is fucking nothing. I lasted almost 8 minutes. And I almost died.
Wow.
Dude, that was the saddest thing ever. That I couldn't be on an elliptical for more than 8 minutes without dying.
Well, see, like I said, 5 minutes was the.
Yeah, I should have stayed 5 minutes. I should have done 5 minutes.
See, I know this shit.
In my head, I'm like, I'll do 20 now, and then in the evening, I'll do another 20, and no go.
See, that's why you need me as your trainer too, because I'm setting you up for success. Like I would have never set you for 20 minutes. Like 5 minutes. Let's baby steps.
So that's when I learned I can't start my 20-minute routine on the elliptical. I have to do baby steps. I got to get this body back into understanding that I'm trying to do something to it.
Right.
Because I'm tired of being morbidly obese. So, do you want to get a fourth guest just for shits and giggles? Now that you know all this information. That's a lot of information.
Well, I mean, now in many ways, like the challenge here is like exponential, because when I think about all of the fitness related gear one can buy at Sports Mart or Big Sports or whatever fucking store.
Yeah.
There are numerous gadgets, gizmos. Tons.
Yeah.
So the challenge here is now exponential in terms of figuring out like what it is.
It's very common, by the way. It's not some weird little, it's a very common device.
Very common device.
Or common thing, whatever you want to say. I don't think I would have bought it a year ago.
All right. This feels very like now, like I have to admit, I'm scared. As confident and bold as I was stepping up to the bat, initially.
Right.
Now, all this information, all these variables, all this stuff, it's just like now I feel like I'm playing like a new game altogether that I'm just like not that like skilled at. So I'm imagining my last visit to Big Five Sports. You know, I'm imagining like walking around, like what did I see there?
Yeah.
Right. What were the things?
Right.
You know.
Right.
I mean, obviously there's lots of like apparel items and stuff, but that's not clearly there's lots of equipment like, you know, baseball bats and tennis rackets and basketballs and soccer balls and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think any of that is part of this right now. Right.
No.
I'm thinking about fitness equipment, things that are going to help you.
Baby steps.
And, you know, at your age, you should be focused on your cardiovascular and your flexibility. Of course, we lose muscle mass and bone mass as we get older. So it really is important that you focus on a total body kind of health routine. But, you know, flexibility is key as we get older. Okay.
This is it.
This is what I'm going to say.
All right. Let me hear it.
And I'm scared.
Okay.
Because I got to admit.
Yeah.
I'm not confident here. Like, you know how like when somebody wants to fucking rock, you know what I mean? Because they know they're calm under pressure and it's fucking, you know, 3 seconds left. It's a tied game. Just give them the fucking stone, give them the rock. They got the fucking, like, I'm not that guy right now.
Oh.
I'm feeling very insecure about what I'm about to say. But what I'm going to say, I think meets some of this criteria. Okay. Now let me explain why I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Because you said that it's very baby step-ish, right? It's very basic, very sort of introductory, right? You said that it's fairly inexpensive.
Yes.
Right? You said that it was very unman one.
Yes.
Right? That's a key bit.
That is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yoga mat. You got it! Yeah! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
I can't believe you got it. Oh my god. A fucking yoga mat, dude.
What's my name? What's my name?
Sourdough. You got it.
Damn straight. Sourdough in the house, bitches.
Fucking yoga mat. I honestly thought you would never, ever get it.
You know what? You fucking doubted me.
I doubted you.
And you know what? I never doubted myself.
No.
Not once. Not once.
Not once.
And anybody listening will be able to back up the fact that not once did I doubt myself.
You didn't. No, you were just in there the whole time.
I fucking was bold. I didn't flinch the whole time. Swing, 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 swing. Boom!
Out the park.
Out of here.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God, I'm crying. Yeah, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. See? Yeah. Who's your boy?
Yeah, you are. Sourdough.
Okay, who do you go to in the clutch?
Sourdough. That's who I go to.
Telling you.
That's it.
And here's the thing. I don't want this to be all about me. I don't want this to be all about me. Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's very tempting.
Yeah.
To celebrate my awesomeness and like how fucking I pulled it out in the clutch. Okay.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be all about me. It should be a lot about me.
Yeah.
But it should be all about me.
Yeah.
So I want to do the right thing here.
Okay.
And give a proper shout out and give credit where credit's due. and just for a moment, congratulate you for that yoga mat. For you taking that step to get down on the floor, just you and the mat and stretch out,
you know,
and fucking breathe and fucking get like ready to do 5 minutes on the elliptical.
By the way, I have no idea what I'm going to do on the yoga mat. I have no idea how it works, what I do. All I know is like, you know what? I want to do push-ups and sit-ups again. And I can't do it on the fucking floor of my studio because it's fucking filthy and fucking full of paint, and I just need a yoga mat. So let's start there.
Well, me and my people are very proud of you.
Oh man!
And I think it's a huge step. It's a baby step, but it's a huge step. It's a huge baby step.
It's a huge baby step
for the 2020 goals and aspirations that you have for yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, I just want this to be inspiring to everybody listening.
Yeah.
You know, because when life gets tough, and you are forced to answer a question, or you're forced to to solve a problem.
Yeah.
I just want them to remember me.
Right. Yeah.
I just want them to.
What would sour do? What would sourdough do?
Sourdough. What would sourdough?
What would sour do?
And then I want them to also, for a second, think of you as well. And what would man do? What would sour do? What would man do? And, that might pull them through that tough spot and know that they too can stick the landing, as I did.
Yeah, as you did. Yeah, full stick.
Full stick, man. Boom. Done. Hello. Thank you. You're welcome. Give it up.
Oh, man. I still can't believe you got that.
You fucked up. You doubted me.
I did. But here's the thing. When I walked into the store, I forgot what store it was at, and I saw the yoga mat, without a doubt, I just grabbed it. I was like, boom, this is it. I didn't think about what am I going to do. It wasn't premeditated. Right. I wasn't like, you know what? I'm going to go to the store and buy a yoga mat. No, I walked in, saw a yoga mat, just grabbed it. Boom. This is it.
Because you know what? It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
That yoga mat was made for you.
Yeah.
And you were made for that yoga mat.
Yeah.
Now, don't starve that yoga mat. Don't fucking be one of these chumps that fucking goes buy some shit, goes home, fucking puts it in the corner, and then just lets it collect dust. There's a lot of dust in your studio.
Well, see, at my home there's a lot of dust. I've had a weight set, okay, that I bought within the first month of the house that we live in right now.
Right.
It has a perfect patio.
Yeah.
For a workout area.
Remember when you bought it. I remember this whole
So I bought the fucking workout thing. And I've used it maybe 3 times. Maybe 3
And how long you been in this house?
I've been here for 7 years.
Yeah. That's once every other year.
7 going on 8 years.
Yeah.
And
by the way,
yeah.
I know you might find this surprising. I hate to be the one to tell you, but that's not going to cut it.
That's not going to cut it.
It's not going to cut
it. So I said, this fucking thing's at home, and I've been wanting to use it forever. I don't use it. By the time I get home and blah, 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 I have all these excuses. I said, you know what? I need something in the studio. And I don't want to take a weight set to the studio. I don't want to have a gym in there. Yeah. But, I've seen these other artists, and, they're cool, and they got their boxing thing, and they're they're macho guy, and they're fucking, I don't want to go in the studio and fucking box.
Get violent. Yeah.
Get violent. And then all of a sudden feel my arms weak.
Yeah, right.
And then I have to paint.
Yeah. No.
I need it's the whole body.
Yes, that's right.
I need the whole body. Attention to the whole body.
Yes.
So I figured I need stretching. If I need to meditate, if I need some sit-ups and some push-ups, some simple back to basics shit.
Yeah.
Because it's back to basics.
Back to basics. Yeah.
Because that's where I'm at.
Yeah. By the way, I think you're even below basics. I think you're what
negative
is,
basic?
What is pre-basic?
Yeah.
Is it pre-basic a
negative
thing?
Basic? Yeah, I'm way below basic. So so anyways,
introductory. So maybe the introductory basic. What's that? What's novice? I don't know. Well, look. We're going to revisit this in 2020.
Yeah.
We're going to come back to this, and I'm going to be I'm very invested in this yoga mat. Okay, this is we've dedicated a whole episode to this fucking yoga mat.
Dude.
Do not disappoint our listeners. Inspire them to get their own yoga mats.
So hold on. How do I know if I'm improving on the yoga mat? What's the steps? How do I know that I'm going from pre-basic to basic? How do I know? What's going to happen?
Well,
is it how many push-ups I do a week?
I know this is hard for you to believe.
Yeah.
But I am not a yogi. Okay. I know man. you it's probably a shock.
Yeah.
And disappointing news to get right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not a yogi, but my understanding, or at least my sort of 2 cents in this matter here is I think at your level.
At my level, yeah.
You should just start with laying on the yoga mat.
On my back?
On your back.
On my back.
Laying on the yoga mat.
Yeah. And not falling off
the ceiling.
Not falling off the yoga mat.
Just see if you can lay down.
Yeah.
For a few minutes. And then get back up.
Yeah.
Without too much pain and discomfort.
Without collapsing.
Okay. Right. Start with that. Yeah. Then from once after a few weeks of just like laying there.
Yeah.
Making sure that
maybe increase my laying time,
that's right. You're building, because what you're doing, you're building your endurance.
That's true.
For laying down.
Right. Yeah.
And
because there's muscles I've never used in laying down.
It's hard to lay down when you're morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Right. So, but here's the deal. I think that given the fact that you are pre-basic, introductory level with the yoga mat,
right?
And once you get past the laying down part,
right,
you just need to start with some basic stretching.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can start to buckle your pants,
right?
Tie
my shoes,
button your shirt, like basic range of motion is what I'm getting at. Range of motion kinds of things. Then once you get your range of motion back, then maybe you should do a little Googling and find like some basic, because it is a yoga mat, basic yoga positions and stretches that will help you get to that next level. And when I say basic, I mean like you've heard them before, down dog, backwards dog, whatever they're called. Pit bull, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, get a few basic yoga poses.
Right.
And once you get to that, through those, then because I think for you right now, it's all about flexibility.
Yeah. Well, there you go. The words of the unyogi yogi.
That's right. I'll look forward to revisiting this. This is going to be a very rich topic for us.
I'm telling you, it's going to be an incredible year.
Are you going to tag the yoga mat? I bet you can't resist.
I don't think I could tag it.
Okay.
I don't think I could tag it.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna keep it health and fitness,
pristine,
dedication. Yeah.
Well, okay, good. Yeah. No, I mean, we do want it to get dirty because you're using it.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well, of course.
That's
yeah. That's
okay.
yeah.
I don't want to show up at the studio in 2 weeks and find it propped up in the corner.
No. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna use it.
All right. Well, I'm really proud of myself. For guessing and nailing that fucking.
That's the most. That's half the battle right there, of getting back into fitness is just you guessing it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So inspiring for you, I know.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm also proud of you for taking this bold step. I feel like our listeners are saying to themselves, "Did I tune into a health and fitness podcast? I thought this was an art and culture podcast, a creative culture podcast. But what is this? They're probably a little confused right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame them.
I'm a little confused right now.
and is, if they happen to be, drinking a little bit or smoking a little bit, as artists often do, I'm sure they're really confused about what the fuck's happening. So I feel like it's important to point, because really, as we should reinstate, this podcast is about goals for 2020.
Yeah.
Things that are happening, aspirations, big dreams for 2020.
Yeah.
And we would be doing our listeners a disservice and ourselves a disservice if we didn't remind our listeners and point out the fact that 2020, another spin around the sun, which also means another Not Real Art conference and another Not Real Art grant.
That's right.
And so the exciting news, I think, for our listeners is that, in February, 1st of February, we're going to be launching the 2020 Not Real Art conference and the website and the ticket sales. And tickets will go on sale. And the conference is March 21st. Also, 1st of February, we're launching the grant.
Mm-hmm.
People will be able to start submitting for the grant.
Right.
The grant this year is slightly different. Last year, we gave 12 artists each $1,000 for a total of $12,000. This year, we're going to give 6 artists $2,000.
Awesome.
Right? And that they can use any way they want.
You know how many yoga mats you can buy with $2,000?
So many.
So many.
So, and by the way,
yeah,
I think that should be part of the requirement of that. You have to buy at least one yoga mat.
At least one yoga mat.
Right. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So the good thing about our grant is that there's no strings attached. I mean, the money is to help the artists with their practice. So if that means going to the art supply store and buying canvases and materials, great. If that means going to the dispensary and buying some fucking, amazing Blue Haze Indica, which I don't even know if that's a brand, but it sounds like it should be. Great. No strings attached.
Whatever you want to do.
And those winners will also get the love that we gave our other winners, which is, we'll be creating content around them. We'll be featuring on podcasts. We'll have another exhibition featuring their work.
Yep.
So being a Not Real Art grant winner definitely has its benefits.
Absolutely.
The conference, March 21st, is shaping up to be yet again another outstanding event. Yep. We have some amazing speakers. We have some amazing panels. Obviously, we're still designing and writing the programming. We've got a lot of great ideas. Unfortunately, it's a one-day kind of event, so we got to pack a lot in. But right now, confirmed speakers alone. Mm-hmm. Of course, we have the one and only Man One with his yoga mat. And by the way, I think you should include the yoga mat as part of your talk.
I'm
just saying.
Hey.
Suggestion. Think about it. Think on it.
I will think on it.
Okay.
I will. I'll meditate on it.
Meditate on it. And meditate on it. Like, So the one and only Man One is speaking.
Yeah.
The one and only Man One. That's an interesting thing. Anyway, so you're speaking. We have the one and only Jeff Sourdough speaking.
Yep, that's right.
Which is super cool. So fucking
He's
great.
awesome.
I mean, you reached out to him. He's super stoked about it seems. And
yeah.
Really jacked, and that's great. He's
Jeff
such a great artist and really cool. He's going to have a lot to share, which is great. We have the one and only Colette Miller. Most probably famous for her angel wings, but an incredible artist, one of the founding members of GWAR, which is a fun fact that I don't think a lot of people
that thing's
know.
Crazy. Yep.
But she's bringing her awesomeness to the conference. And then also the one and only Camille Rose Garcia.
Awesome.
Coming to speak.
Oh, it's going to, and this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. This is the tip. We have another amazing speaker coming who's not an artist, but who happens to be a Stanford-educated PhD professor at Duke University who has studied over the last couple of years how people, he studied exploitation in the workplace, but more specifically, how people who are passionate about their work are more easily exploited. And artists are very passionate about their work and are often exploited because they're willing to work for free and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So this is an issue that is incredibly relevant to what's going on today. And I'm very excited to have Professor Aaron Kay from Duke University coming to talk about his research and why people who are passionate are so easily exploited, so that hopefully we can start making change here and as we educate ourselves about the issue.
Yep.
We've got some returning champs from last year, Jorge Gutierrez, Channing Dungey, both from Netflix. So it's shaping up to be a great conference, and that's March 21st. But the other cool thing this year is that the night before, Friday, March 20th, we're going to really launch and have some fun, pre-conference fun, at the Mayfair Hotel.
That's right.
In LA on 7th. And Mayfairs are going to be our official hotel. They're going to give a 20%, maybe 25% discount to people that stay there. They're going to the conference.
Yeah.
We're going to have an art exhibition, the Power Art Exhibition, sponsored by Not Real Art, at the Regime Contemporary Gallery there at the Mayfair.
Yeah.
That's from 7 to 9. And then from 9 to 11, we're going to have a musical performance in the Speakeasy Bar there at Mayfair by the one and only our dear friends Ricky and Desi from Parlor Social, who provided music last year.
They're awesome. They're rad. Everyone loved it.
So this conference is going to be shaping up to be great.
It's going to be awesome.
And so that, for 2020, this is a big goal for us this year, just to get through the next few months and pull off that conference. And once we, I guess for me, I'm almost not even worried about the rest of the year.
Right.
Let's just get through the next 4 months and then we'll worry about the rest,
Well, I have no doubt it's going to be awesome. Like you said, it's already shaping up to be so rad, filled with a bunch of really good people. And I think a lot of inspiration and knowledge is going to come out of this thing. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. So, my hashtag this year is 2020 vision.
I think it should be hashtag 2020 yoga mat.
2020 yoga mat. It might
Yoga
be
Mat 2020.
Yoga Mat 2020.
Well, yeah. So it's gonna be great, and your shit's on fire. You're like, busier than ever, doing some amazing stuff. Going back to what we were saying at the top of the show, cautiously optimistic, my man. Cautiously optimistic.
One stretch at a time, I'm taking it. That's what I'm taking it.
Yeah, but I do want to run something by you real quick while it's on my mind, because I don't know that I've talked to you about this. As I was thinking about like the kinds of events that we might do in 2020, and you know better than anybody, right? Like, we've got good ideas coming out our wazoo every day. Like, it's about time, and what do you have time for? You know what I mean? Like, producing events is hard. I mean, it's a lot of work, but our goal is to produce, ideally one event a quarter. And we, two of these events, of course, are the conference itself, and then the Not Real Art exhibition featuring our winners. So there are really two other events that we'd like to do, because we'd like to do 4 events a year. Well, I have an idea for an event that I want to share with you, see what you think, right?
Okay.
Because the inspiration came from just this notion of like, because with kids, right, like I go to these play dates. Kids have play dates, right?
Right.
And long story short, it got me thinking about like other artists with kids. And like, what would a play date, like if we had an event that was like inspired by the play date, so that all the artists bring their kids, right?
Yeah.
But then that got me thinking about like, the classic family picnic, which got me thinking of like a picnic in the park. And like, what about a family oriented event?
Yeah.
Classic Americana, barbecue, bounce house, like what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like for artists and their families, sponsored by Not Real Art.
Wow.
What do you think?
Art in the park.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Art in the park.
Or Not Real Art in the park.
Yeah.
We should say.
I mean, it's definitely, to do it right, to do it well as we'd want to. Like, it definitely will require a good amount of energy and resources. But I think it'd be kind of fun to do.
Well, I like it.
I don't know.
I like it. I think it's different.
Goals. Hashtag goals.
Hashtag goals.
And you know what we could also do?
What?
We could encourage everybody to bring their yoga mats.
No.
And you can lead a yoga session, Art in the Park, and yoga with Man One. Oh my God! I can't wait to see you do, the sundog, high cat yogi extravaganza.
I'm not doing the outfits, by the way.
Oh, dude, you have to do some like.
I have to draw the line somewhere.
Like leotards or like whatever the fuck they wear these days. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Well, my friend, this has been fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think 2020 is bright.
It's bright.
Here's the thing, man, about 2020. This is the year that you will no longer be morbidly obese.
Just obese?
That's what I'm saying.
Goals.
Reasonable baby steps.
Baby steps.
Just get down to obese, and you literally will, I believe, live longer.
Yeah.
And then next year we'll worry about getting down to just fat.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't think we can say fat now in the politically correct era that we live.
Yeah.
We're trying to get back to I know you were talking about that. In fact, they used to have an 8-pack. Let's just get you down to a keg. Like if you could just get, like, we won't worry about getting an 8-pack or a 6-pack. If we could just get you down to having like a keg, if we're really ambitious, a 40.
A 40. Hey, man. 2020 goals.
2020 goals.
That's
all right. I'm feeling good.
Me too.
All right. Let's let's go do this.
Let's go.
Later.
Peace.
Hey there. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to like this episode and share it with your friends on social. And if you haven't already done so, please be sure to press subscribe and follow us on IG at Not Real Art Official. We appreciate the support. Sourdough out.